From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lance. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And Lance going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Trask. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Trask now from the 50. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 20. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Red, yellow.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Cycle. Smith red.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From just shy of midfield, Trask. And his throw is incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Trask again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt. They needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Another try after the first down sack. Trask. Now Trask loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they go play action. Here's Trask. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Back deep, Ray McCloud. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now McCaffrey, off right tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. The Niners at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here we go.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
On play action, Trask.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Trask to throw it.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Trask.
That's going to be caught. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Throwing, Trask.
They'll get just a yard on this scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now Trask.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To try again after the sack. Trask under pressure, and they got to him again. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Trask. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you...
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possible.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
After the sack on 1st down,
Trask, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
3rd and long for Trask.
pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Trask. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This one from 48 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will stay a 12-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Garoppolo to throw. Pass complete, Samuel.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get